My name's Charles Batham. I fly a microlight trike here in Broome. It's an international airport, which makes it rather unique, that it's the only place in the world, in fact, actually, where a microlight school is operating at an international airport. Believe it or not, I've been here now 11 years, more by accident than anything else. I don't normally stay in countries this long. But yes, it's been wonderful, and it's absolutely fantastic to see so many trikes like this here. No one in Broome has ever seen this many. I certainly have never seen as many trikes as this, so it's a great experience. I think the biggest single challenge that anyone will face in an adventure like this is the unexpected. And I think that settles the difference between the guys who can handle it and those who can't. You've got to be aware of the unexpected. It can happen at any time, and I think it's how you handle that unexpected that counts. The harder it is, the more you get out of it at the end of it. And if you were to turn around and say you just went straight across, no problem at all, where would the story be? So I would say yes. It's handling that each day by day, and if something comes along, make it into a fun thing. As a means of transport, oh, great fun. Tremendous toys, absolutely super toys, and so simple. If you can ride a bicycle, you can fly one of these.
My name's Peter Lummis. I'm the Station Commander with Air Services Australia Aviation Rescue and Firefighting here in Broome. We've just established our fire service here. We have the two large vehicles you see behind me, which carry 8,900 litres of water each and 1,400 litres of firefighting foam. And they're delivered out of the front monitor at 80 litres a second. The first thing that they're doing is they're working to raise money for the Aussie icon in Royal Flying Doctor Service. And we've had a fair bit to do over the years with Royal Flying Doctor Service being at airports. So it's great that these fellas, from over the world, we've gone right around the world raising monies for the Aussie icon in the Royal Flying Doctor Service. I don't know if I'd personally like to go up in them, so go around the world, take a little bit of guts as well in those things, but yeah, good luck to them. I think they're doing a great job.
Welcome to the West Manor. Here it is. The reason for the West Manor was that coming here as an eccentric Englishman, the airport staff felt that all gentlemen, of course, lived in a manor. And this is the western end of the runway. So this became known as the West Manor. And that's it. I mean, it's now sort of pretty well locked in as the West Manor. Very simple abode, I think you'll agree, but lots of fun. And the third one didn't look as bad. So we lined it up on the angle and came through. And I had a huge trailer back of it. Quite a fair bit. The elder that owns this entire, obviously if it was wide enough for the plane to come in now, got to make a gate, might as well make it wide enough for the plane.
I'm Loy O'Dore in Broome, in the Kimberleys, and this will be my 8th flight in these little birds. I've been with Charles several times, had a go at the front seat, and they're lovely little things to fly. Obviously you can fly lower than most planes on these, so of course you get to see the fish and you get to see a bit of the local scenery. I find that you don't have to fly as high and it's a bit slower, so you can take in the surroundings a bit better. You feel the wind as well, so it's like riding a motorbike in the air.
Saw these guys as I headed back into Broome this afternoon, all parked up here at the far end of the aerodrome. Having spoke to the guys a bit, found out that they're on a round Australia trip, and which I think is absolutely awesome, on a fundraising drive of course too for the RFDS. And my hat really goes off to these guys, because I've flown light aircraft for many years now, but nothing like a trike, and I just can't imagine what it would be like to travel such a great distance in an open cockpit aircraft. And I believe I've always thought about having a fly in one day. I've seen them around, of course, many times before in my travels. And of course too, what better cause than the RFDS too than the making a donation to them. And those guys are going to give me a fly.
We're in Broome, where we landed yesterday morning. The accommodation here was somewhat different, to say the least. Charles is the most entertaining character, and here he's running a trike flight school where he is making the most of the environment. He's actually put his property together on an Aboriginal development. But the good news is, from his point of view, he's managed to secure himself some access directly onto the airfield. Quite remarkable, really. Obviously, a very good diplomat and somebody who's very used to getting his own way. The bottom line is that we're absolutely delighted to be here. It's very, very different. Toilet facilities take a little bit of thinking about, shall we say. You have to sing when you're on the loo, but other than that, we've had a relatively comfortable night. From my point of view, I decided that I would sleep above the swimming pool in that bed up there. I have to be honest and say that I was a little worried about rolling over in my sleep last night, so I had to make myself a little barrier to ensure that if I did roll over, I rolled back again. And the only thing I've discovered since is that the bed was so soft that I've actually got backache this morning, and that has never happened to me in my life before. So it was an interesting experience, but I think I'll go back to using a tent tonight in all probability. Having said that, I'm very surprised to find another one like this. When we arrived here, Charles gave us a quick guided tour. Basically, it's all about toys, but we were just absolutely amazed to find a double-decker bus parked in his back garden. Turns out he actually went round the world in the thing. Absolutely extraordinary. As an individual, he's obviously got a fairly interesting background. He decided that it would be a very good idea to tour around the world on a motorbike, and has actually put himself in the Guinness Book of Records for doing so, as the first person to ever travel across the Sahara Desert on an unsupported motorbike. Fascinating. Beyond that, he's got 3 trikes here. He's got himself a bar. He's got himself cooking facilities. He's got clocks that tell him different times all around the world. He's got satellite TV. He's got internet access. He's managed to drive in water, telephone, internet, the whole kit and caboodle. If you enjoy that sort of lifestyle, hey, here's a bloke to know, that is for sure. Amazing, absolutely amazing. I would suggest that they probably broke the mould when he was born, that is for sure.